Booze will tell you, of course, that he is formerly of St Mirren. Gets it on to Ali Crawford. Oh, Crawford strikes it, and Ali Crawford opens the scoring. What a good goal by Hamilton Accies. Their first in this season's Premiership. Didn't Ali Crawford take it well? Callum Ball. Back to Ellis Plummer, who's on loan from Manchester City. Knocked up the wing for Ball. Ball's cross in for the back post. And it was Adam Brown, the debutant, arriving. He met the ball on the half volley. Well, Naismith waited on that one, and now Redmond can pick out Antoine Courier. What a great chance. He scored the winner the last time these sides met in the league. A 1-0 victory here. Now laid off for Ziggy Gordon. Good ball through by Gordon. Oh, here's Crawford. Deflected. It's 2. Hamilton are on their way to 3 points. And it's a double from Ali Crawford. This takes a massive deflection off Mark McCausland, but even still, the shot looked cheaply given away. And Accies on the break through Gillespie. Crawford in the middle. And now lined up. Crawford for the hat-trick. But it was straight at Kello. He's beaten him twice. He couldn't quite find the third. He only scored 2 goals in the entirety of last season. Crawford has got 2 already tonight. They're looking to provide a third. It's Canning. And off the line. Now Hendry. Well, that was wild. But it's Crawford. Antoine Courier. And somehow St Mirren survive. But they are all over the place at the back. Here goes John McGinn. The first burst of life from him. Now Riley. That's well over the top. And that sums up what has been a very frustrating, a very disappointing evening for the St Mirren supporters. Law takes it short to Jack Leach. Josh Law goes for it himself. Well, it would have been a spectacular goal. He scored twice in Europe for Motherwell. Leach. And just flicked on at the front post there by Fraser Kerr. Couldn't direct the ball on target. Watson now. Lovely ball. Returns it to Gary Mackay-Steven. Francis Angol has his hands full with him today. And now it's Rankin. Well, the cut back and then the shot was straight at Dan Twardzik. Now Connor Townsend. Back to the winger. Is he the man to open up this Motherwell defence? Into Belatti. It's Mario Belatti! Oh, what a strike! And what a goal by the new boy! The Dutchman has scored 7 minutes from time. What a way to introduce himself to the Tannadice faithful. It is a wonder goal on his home debut. Lasley and Motherwell find the equaliser. Law. And there's Reeds. Well, the man who scored with the very last kick of last season to claim second place for Motherwell couldn't quite equalise. Rankin will collect. The time is up. Now Tankulic, loose though from the German, and Draper's going to go for one himself here. Well, Leatherin always had it covered. An opportunistic strike from Ross Draper, who gets Dundee on the move quickly here. Gary Harkins, so often a danger. Such a clever technical player. Stewart's in the middle. Well, they got the header on target from Paul McGinn. Looking to use some of that trickery. Back it comes to Stewart. Clipped in, and there's McAllister. Well, Jim McAllister rose well to meet Greg Stewart's cross, but the header down the throat of Dean Brill. This is Billy Mackay. He has a superb record against Dundee. Christie, the goal scorer at Hamilton. Likewise Mackay. Easy enough for Leatherin. Billy Mackay, as I was saying, he's got 6 goals. And Doran, the substitute. A little too much on that one. There's Billy Mackay racing to collect. Shinnie onto Tansey. Now Christie, threaded through, it's Graham Shinnie. Good stop, Leatherin, and then Shinnie's second effort flies over the top. The best chance of the game so far. Harkins with the corner, there's McDonald! Oh, what an opportunity. He really should have kept that volley down. Mackay, the game has just come to life in the last few moments. It's been a slow burner. Tansey. Back it comes. Dundee look to break here. Could be an opportunity. It's Martin Boyle onto Gary Harkins. Oh, brilliantly done! But in came David Raven with a goal-saving tackle. Harkins did so well to beat Warren. Harkins' corner. Oh, it's McDonald again. And this time it's Meekings with a block. Could still be on. Down goes James McPake. Half-hearted appeals for a penalty. I don't think James McPake was really looking for it. Harkins now to the back post for McGowan. Oh, did that come off the hand of Greg Tansey? No, says Stephen Finney. Dundee really feel they should have had a penalty. Clipped in. It's Warren. Oh, it's off the post. A real chance late on for Gary Warren. Well, it looks like as the game comes to a conclusion, both Inverness and Dundee remain unbeaten after 2 games. Full time at the Tulla Caledonian Stadium. Inverness Cali Thistle 0, Dundee 0. Scott Brown, an interested onlooker, Celtic captain, out for a couple of months yet. Commons, lovely ball back to Forrest, who took it on the left foot, cutting in field. And that just forced him into dragging the shot wide of the near post. McLean challenged. McDonald. Now Croft. Beat on. Only half cleared. Stephen McLean. Oh, good hit, good save by Craig Gordon, making his debut for Celtic. Forrest. Looking lively. Now Beaton. Johansson. Stokes trying to link up. He's got it back and he will win the free kick from Dave Mackay. Just took a little barge in the back and down he went. Anthony Stokes is likely to be the favourite here. It is the Irishman, and it had Manus scrambling across his goal. Anthony Stokes just off target. It was a decent effort. Celtic support will hope that Ronnie Dyla's side are a little more convincing in the second half. Croft, oh, and McLean was wide open. You can see his reaction. It's still alive though. It's O'Halloran. Oh, and took a deflection on its way through. McLean had a second opportunity to turn it in. He's still concerned about that first chance and why Croft couldn't find him. But when O'Halloran cut in, both McLean and McDonald were in there. I think it came off the hand of Gary McDonald. Tommy Wright signed a new 3-year deal earlier on today. Led the club to their first ever Scottish Cup success at the end of last season. Easton. Anderson, who's a little heavy there, and in steps Commons. passes it on to Anthony Stokes, and Celtic are in front. It's taken them 55 minutes, but Anthony Stokes has the champions' first goal of the new league season. A heavy touch by Anderson, but take nothing away from the endeavour shown by Chris Commons. What an appetite to go and win that ball. And after that, well, it was clinical finishing from Anthony Stokes. The Irishman scored 11 goals in the last 9 games of last season, and he is off and running in the new campaign. Van Dijk, he likes it on this ground. Scored the winner here last Boxing Day. Scored again in a 3-3 draw at the end of the season. This is Izagirre, Anderson, McGregor, and the youngster almost adding to his impressive. Izagirre. Outside of the boot, lovely ball through. Borichter, he goes down, and Celtic have a penalty. It's Dave Mackay, and he has been sent off by referee John Beaton. Well, just a few minutes ago, Mackay was involved up the other end. He wanted a penalty then. He has conceded one now. Dirk Borichter going down under the push in the back from Mackay. Celtic have a great opportunity to make it 2. Nir Bitton is the man to step up and face Alan Mannus. Nir Bitton scores his first goal for Celtic. The Israeli sent Mannus diving to his right, and he calmly just tucked it down the middle. Celtic, you feel, can relax now against the 10 men. Ronny Deila looks like he is off to a winning start. Izagirre. Oh, and that came off Easton last. And he is a very lucky man. This was just inches away from that top corner. Well, there is Sasa Geiser, the Maribor assistant manager, taking some notes ahead of their potential. Matthews, Celtic have played it out well from the back. Now Callum McGregor, Berget, Matthews, it's McGregor, oh, it slips through, and late on, Celtic have a third. Mannus will be disappointed, McGregor is delighted. Well, he has been really impressive. He's played just 5 games for the first team all this season. That's his 3rd goal. A little bit of fortune, but he will not mind. He has his first ever league goal for the club. Johansson to see if Celtic can put even more gloss on the scoreline. It was Van Dijk, and he can't get his customary goal at McDermott Park. He's played here twice before, and he's scored in each of the games. Full-time whistle is blown. Celtic are off to a winning start under Ronny Deila. Higginbotham back to Lawless. Oh, and Higginbotham's continued his run here. Oh, down he goes. Was there contact from Riguero? Andrew Dallas thinks no, and Higginbotham is shown a yellow card. Back pass was short, Higginbotham was onto it. There was certainly no contact from the goalkeeper. 11 goals in the 2 meetings last season. This is O'Donnell. Fraser comes back off the post. He so nearly had the opener. Met it well. There's Rocco Quinn. Goes long and route 1 for Jake Jervis. Jake Jervis is in behind. It's across the face of goal, wide of the target. this time. And the reverse ball to Bannigan. That's the goal they've been waiting for. 5 minutes before half-time. Stuart Bannigan puts Thistle in front. His first goal for over a year and a half. Rockland Quinn. Good save by Fox. Lark on his line. Over the top. Thistle only managed 2 wins all of last season. Cross County will be on the road. This is Jervis. Too much in the way of support. It's arriving now. What a hit that was by Graham Carey. So unfortunate. That was really travelling. Osman. It's touch. Through for O'Donnell. O'Donnell with the cross. Oh, it's gone into the net. Ben Frempa is the unfortunate man with his head in his hands. He turns it beyond his own goalkeeper. Kish is caught by Gary Fraser. He's got Ryan Stevenson alongside him. He's going to go it alone though. Guerrero knocks it away with his knees. Ross County certainly still have belief despite the scoreline. It's Cardle, back to Jervis. What a save by Scott Fox, but he shouldn't have been given a chance by Jake Jervis. Still going, Stephen Lawless. Now Higginbotham. And teed up for Fraser. Oh, it's a great team goal from Partick Thistle. The points are certainly safe now. 3-0 up. With just over 15 minutes to play, and it's Gary Fraser. Every pass being cheered now. Hill support. Fraser. Vicious long pass. Brilliantly accurate. Out to Stephen O'Donnell. Oh, and O'Donnell makes it 4. The perfect start to the new season for Alan Archibald and Partick Thistle. Stephen O'Donnell rounds up. And now Rooney, who's peeled off to the left-hand side. Hayes is outside him. Flood's in the middle. Oh, and all it needed was a touch from Willow Flood. Actually scored when these two opened the season last time around. Long ball from Sampson. McGuinness is going to get there. Langfield's stayed in his line, and it's a great double save from Jamie Langfield. Reynolds up to Rooney. Pollitt. Now Niall McGinn. Niall McGinn shifting the ball onto his right foot. Great strike! Rattling the crossbar was Niall McGinn. Rooney. He was just stretching, lost out. Slater. That's not the place to be doing that. And now Rooney trying to catch Sampson off guard. Flood won it back for Rooney. He just spun and hit the shot. Slater forward to Obadiah. Hamill. All he could do though was knock it to Johnny Hayes. They're travelling forward in numbers here, right on the brink of half-time. It's Peter Pollitt. A fine finish from the Aberdeen midfielder. The visitors are ahead. And it's Peter Pollitt. Just look at the way he took this one on. Off the underside of the bar. Slater, Pascali. It was just a little behind him. That forced the ball up and over the bar. It's a poor clearance, only as far as Jamie Hamill. Obadiah. Oh, good hit. It was always rising, but it was a decent effort from the new signing. McGinn, hoofs it high. Pollitt proving to be a pest for Hamill, but he's done well to keep a hold of it. McKenzie, well, he met it well, crisp strike. 9th last season for Kilmarnock. Alan Johnson will expect better. And this is his 2nd season. Aberdeen too will look to improve on their 3rd place finish. Here's Niall McGinn. Oh, great ball for Ryan Jack to make it 2-0. His header was easy due to the quality of the cross from Niall McGinn. Rooney gets the flick on for Hayes. Hayes, good ball into Nicky Lowe. Well, that would have finished it as a contest. Probably should have done better. Quickly taken to Eremenko, the substitute for Kilmarnock. McGuinness, that's nicely worked. Now Robbie Muirheads, and nowhere near. And Aberdeen are up and running in the Scottish.